Ted is sleepwalking, and his nightmares seem to be getting worse. I paused as I debated telling him more. Also, I heard something one night. What? Jacob seemed genuinely curious. I hugged my arms closer around me. A growl along with scratching, and Ted went through these same experiences at that house. They still haunt him. There's more to the story I haven't told you. I swallowed as I fought over telling him everything. Would he find me crazy? Would he think I was excusing Ted's behavior? I know how crazy this is going to sound, and at first, I didn't quite believe it either until that night I heard the loud growl. Sighing, I let it all spill out. Everything Ted had told me I said to Jacob, and as I did so, I watched his face to gauge his reaction. Did he think I was full of it? When I finished the summary of Ted's life over the last 3 years, he stared down at the books and papers set out before him on the table. He didn't blink as he thought. He was silent for a moment longer, and I pulled and itched at my fingers as I waited for his response. This changes my line of thinking a bit in regards to the case because he dug through his handmade notes. Because it seems Dr. Ranstein was displaying some of the same anger issues as Ted. If you look at the notes here, you can see the change in his tone just by his writing. He flipped to a page that was dated December 12, 1892. You see he is fine as he is discussing his everyday life. He discussed how his studying was going with the brain, and how he sent money to his brother. It was just a calm day for him. The following day was the same, and he expressed some concern for his mother, who seemed to be showing early signs of dementia or some kind of mental illness. Then there's this. Jacob turned the page, and the date was scribbled haphazardly at the top. There were foreign symbols scribbled all along the paper over his original diary entry. The ink was dark against the paper, which made me suspect he wrote this in a fit of rage and pressed too hard on the paper. Jacob said, "This is a total change in behavior. He's talking about anger at things like a bird not shutting up, his brother's letter, and anger at his mother. His mood changes entirely. It is like this throughout the entire book." Jacob dug through some of the older papers and picked one up, scanning it with his eyes. Ted's angry a lot nowadays. I let out a breath. Very. Ted isn't like this usually, which is why I thought it was PTSD or depression. Maybe both. I've known him for years working with him, and it was as if he took a dramatic turn. Jacob looked over the papers. I think there may be more to the story than these notebooks are giving.